Hi, there are four primary signs that underpins all chronic conditions linked to insulin resistance. Welcome to Body Hacks 101 with Dr. Nelson, where I show you how to optimize the natural powers of your body in order to boost your health. Recall in my last video, I stated that in conditions of low physical activity, after meeting up with the energy needs of the body, excess energy is converted or excess glucose is converted into glycogen or fat, depending on the type of cell. Now, this is done under the influence of insulin, where insulin opens up glucose gates and allows glucose into the cell to either be converted into glycogen or fat. As conversion continues over a long period, a point is reached where these stores get filled up and will send signals to the glucose gates to gradually become more difficult to open up to insulin. So at this point, we say insulin resistance has developed because these gates will no longer easily open up to allow glucose influx into the cells. Now, let us look at the implications of this. As glucose gradually piles up outside the cell, their level will begin to increase in the blood, giving rise to what we call hyperglycemia. Recall, as blood glucose continues to rise, more insulin is secreted into the blood, giving rise to what we call hyperinsulinemia. Now, also remember that in a state of insulin resistance, the cell is deprived of glucose to meet up with its energy demands. As such, the cell will tap into long-term energy stores like glycogen and fats. First, it will exhaust the glycogen stores in the muscles and the liver. Then it will tap into larger energy banks like that of the fat stores to meet up with its energy demands. Now, usually it will start by converting these fats into what we call free fatty acids. So these free fatty acids will be released in the bloodstream. So the fats will release what we call free fatty acids into the bloodstream to deliver to all cells of the body, particularly the liver and the muscle cell, to meet up with the energy deficit or energy crisis. At this point, we say that there is increase in what? Free fatty acids in the blood, or what we call hyperlipidemia. Finally, a combination of hyperglycemia and hyperlipidemia with an enlarged and dysfunctional fat cells will create a state of oxidative stress. This will activate systemic immune response and cause what we call low-grade chronic inflammation. In conclusion, these are the four cardinal signs of insulin resistance upon which other signs develop and must be closely monitored in tracking the progress of recovery of any patient having conditions linked with insulin resistance.